What's up, guys? It's Tony Dempsey here. I'm making rails to put in these Padauk wingy pots that I'm finishing up. I'm going to show you how I do it. What I've been waiting for is a sheet of wingy to come in, and I actually had to make my own soundboards. So that's what I've been doing. Just came into a like a 3-foot sheet, 1/8 inch thick, and then I thinned them down to where I wanted them. Most wooden soundboards that you do buy, they're going to be right around 1/8 of an inch thick, and some of them work, and some of them I think personally are a little too thick. So I went and got 1/8 inch, and then I sanded it down, and that's what this is. Now, you don't really need anything like this. This is actually a micro drum sander, and I'm going to tell you how I got it for free. So I'm not a gambling man, but I do play football squares during the Super Bowl, and last year I ended up winning $500. This thing right here was like $3.99. That's how I got it for free. Or else I would never even purchase this thing. But this thing's pretty cool. It micro adjusts up, and I'm making rails to put in there. I already got some of them done. I need to make another set. So I actually have 1/4 inch thick wingy material that I'm sanding down to the height that I need, so I can get my proper gap between my soundboard, the top of my soundboard, and the bottom of my playing surface. And this is how I'm doing it. Make a couple passes, and all I do is take my calipers and I check the thickness, and that's nowhere close. This is just under 1/4 inch. It's like 230 thou, as you can see, and I need to go 10, 20, 30, 40, about 50 more thou, 60 more thou. So I make a couple passes, crack these side things loose. This plate comes up and down. Whoops. There's a little nut underneath here, and I go 3 flats, tighten it back up, which usually takes off about roughly 10 thou. Make sure I'm putting this. I already got my width set. Usually takes off about 10 thou at a time. Yep, 3 flats. Took it down to about just under 20, just so you know. I got some more to do, and then after I do that, I'll bring you guys over here. Then what I'll do is I'll stick this in here. I got this preset to a certain length. That's how I get my pedestal rail lengths. Set this up inside here and I'll just hand cut them. It's a little bit time consuming, but it's better than what I was doing. And what I was doing was I was doing everything by hand. I was actually taking it over to my belt sander, which is like right here behind the brooms, and doing everything like that, and then hand sanding it. I mean, putting a piece of paper, sandpaper down on a piece of glass and trying to keep everything flat and smooth. And I came across this little belt sander, this micro belt sander, I should say, and I said that would be so much perfect, but I didn't want to spend $399 on something that I didn't know if I was going to use it or not. But I love that thing. The thing is sweet. So if you have the extra cash, I would say go on. It's on, I think it's called micromarks.com. If you Google it, it'll pop up. That whole website is like dedicated to making like small wooden ships, small wooden cars. It's all model stuff, and they have a bunch of like micro tools. I mean, the place is really cool. It was better than spending, a few $1,000s on a big drum sander, or a thickness sander, I should say, which I would benefit from, especially doing like glue ups like that Paducah Wingy. I don't have that stuff. My buddy does. So when I do a glue up, I take it over. I don't even have a planer. I take it over his house. He planes it. He sands it all down for me and makes it all super square and flat for me. But this is how I've been making my rails. It's been working, and I love it. It saves a little bit of time, effort, and it makes the process go a little bit faster. So, yeah. And then you can see all my extra wood cutoffs and stuff like that. Pot blanks over there. I got wood everywhere. I just cleaned this garage up like 3 weeks ago. It was a disaster. It is now sweet. Oh, the other thing I wanted to show you guys is that I went out and bought this. I bought actually 2 sets. It's just preset gauges. That's to get my my width of my rails. And then I'll run it through there and make sure it's completely exactly where I want it to be. But that's how I make my rails now. I used to do everything completely by hand. But this thing right here saves a lot of time and effort. And I love it. So just give you a quick short little video of how I make my rails for the new style calls. Later.